Hello, welcome. So far, we've done tables, we've done queries, we've done reports, and we've done forms. Now let us do something we call macros. Remember, when I was starting, I said that macros is used to automate your database, or it helps you do some tasks easily by having buttons to do your work for you. So uh, let us create some macros. So in this case, I have a customers form here. Now I want to add few or two macros here at the end. So I'll add a few buttons that will do various tasks. So let us start that. So what we'll do is our form customers here. Let's click on it and come to design view. And here is our customer. Here is our form. So at the end here, I'll increase this space that way and I'll add a button. So come to design here and click on button here. So come here and draw your button. There it is. So whatever you're getting here, you don't need it. Cancel here. Now this button, I want you to open our report that contains our customers details. So what I'll do here is I'll call it open report. That way, the name of it. So you double click and change the name, or you simply click on the button and come to properties sheet here and you come to the caption and you change it. Now our button is working, so I'll come to right click on it and come to build event here. Then I'll come to macro expression and say okay. So here what you want is to open a report. So on the new action here, click on it and say open, and what you want is a report. There it is. Just press enter and it will pop up the other details for you. So the first thing is asking is the report name. So come to this drop down and what we need is a customer report. Perfect. Anything else here, we don't need to set these conditions unless we want to filter out our data, but for now we want to see all the details. So save this macro, close it, and now if you go back to form view now, there you can see our button here. If you click the button, you can see what happens. Our report is opening, but our report is at the back side. So I want to save the changes. Our report is at the back. Let's solve this. If you come to report layout here, and on this section, select report, then come to pop-up here, change it to yes. The model here, change it to yes. So save this. That means that our report will be detached from the access window and it will open as a single element. Close this. Let's try again. So our form is here. So click on this button, open. Perfect. See, so that module or that it allows us to open our report, and you can see the macro is working. Now let's add one more macro and see. So the macro that I want now is for closing of this form here. So go to design view here that way, and again pick a button, come here and draw your button again there. So again, we don't need this. Double click here and say close or exit. Now there is our button, so right click on it and come to build event here and macro expression. There we are. What we want is to close the form. So we have a closed database and we have closed window, and so what we want is to close the window here. Then it is asking which object type do we want to close. So here the object type we want to close is a form. So the form there. Then the object name now. Which form do we want to close? The form we want to close is the customer's form because that's the one that is open. Then it's asking to prompt if you want to save. So save, either have prompt or you have yes or no. So if you choose yes, it will notify you. If you choose no, it will not notify you. It will just close. So let us put at yes and save that and close this. Let's test our macro and see. So form view, and here we are, close, and there we are. So our button is working. It has closed our, you can see. So you can open our report that way, and we can close our report. Perfect. Now remember we had our genders, our gender form here. Okay, let's edit we had this form here, which when we do mail here and search, it opens this query mail. But let's say if you want to generate a report, so how do you do this? So the first thing we need to do here is let us create a report first of all. For that, so the first thing, let me edit this form very fast. So come on this drop down, select form, and let it pop out. Yes, and model. Yes, so simply want to detach, save, and from view. Okay, this is what you get. This is okay. So close this and let us generate a report now based on our query. So I'll just come to query, which is gender here, come to create and say report. It will give me this warning because it wants me to enter a parameter that will be used to extract the data that I want. So for now, just do okay, and your report will come while it is empty. So let us edit a bit, reduce the customer ID, reduce his first name, reduce the gender here, and reduce these points here so that they fit on the page. That way, carry this page and move it inside here. That way, so everything is on a page or a single page now. So here, change the title, customers based on gender. So nothing more, save it, call it gender RPT. Okay, close that. So we have our report. If we go to form view, our report will be empty because we've not entered any parameter to generate our data. So close that and let's see what to do. Let's come to our gender form here, open it in design view, and what we have is one form here, one button. I'll move it to the end and add another button here. There is our button. So cancel that. Now this button, instead of opening the query, I want it to generate a report. I'll say open report. So there we are. Right click on it and come to build event, macro builder there. Then which report do we want? So here we say open open or report, enter, asking the report name. So on the drop down you should see your gender report. Everything else leave it the way it is, save and close. Now let me go back to this gender report and open it in design view, and on the pop-up here we want it to pop up and we want it to be model, just to detach from the mother window, save and close. So let's see what our form now does. Form here, so here let's do mail and open report. Perfect, see what happens. So it simply opens a report that only shows all the males in your database. Let's try with female and see. Open report, you can see, so only the female. So that's how this works. So you can use you've seen how we use macros to do a bit of things here and there. So I hope that helps. So on the next video we'll do more advanced on macros and see how we can do maybe a login form using macros. But for now, thank you.